moo 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 moo.
Hi guys.
Okay, I'm ready.
Had to warm up a little bit. Warm up the old vocal cords. All right, guys.
I think I'm ready.
Hi, I guess. I mean, like, hello. I'm, like, whatever.
I second that gesture.
So, like, welcome.
I guess.
To the Coolio Moolio show.
I mean, if you call it that.
The Would You Rather podcast. I mean, okay. It's a podcast where I answer Would You Rather questions.
It's really nice.
Sent in by our listeners.
Is this a bit? I don't know.
It's like every week, let's just freaking offline this podcast. No one ever sends in questions. But why am I even waiting for this time? It's just stupid. I'm just kidding.
There's no put down the gun.
I'm just kidding. I will not put down the gun, though.
He just has his gun, guys.
But
Send questions.
But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to start off the podcast super passive aggressive. You know, like very like sulking teenager. You know, like hi, I guess.
My mom made me do this.
Hello, guys. Welcome, idiots.
Freaking nerd.
So, but no, I wanted to see what that was like. But anyway, welcome.
Were you a grumpy teenager growing up?
Maybe
Did you have your phase?
I mean, like, I feel like I don't have. I don't know, actually. I don't know if I had an actual phase where I was a grumpy teenager per se. I feel like I've had phases of grumpiness, but not necessarily limited to teenage. Actually, I think I'm grumpier now than ever. This summer, get ready for the grumpiness of your life.
It sounds like a Disney movie.
Grumpiness.
Mr. Grumps.
Yeah. Well, that's like one of the Seven Dwarfs is named Grumpy, right?
Oh, is it?
Was he? Grumpy? I feel like
I feel like it has to be. If there's no Grumpy, then we need to add a Grumpy. There is.
Well, there's no Grumpy. There's about to be one. So just call me Grumpy from now on.
So I'm not wrong.
Anyway, this is like I said, this is Would You Rather podcast, where we answer Would You Rather questions. We are your hosts. That's where you talk. Say your name.
Nicholas. You know what's funny?
Say my name.
Oh, Thaddeus. Wait.
That's me.
This is so weird. We're at 2 minutes and we started introducing ourselves.
Yeah, I know. I think it's because I was super passive aggressive, you know, at the beginning, and like couldn't think of anything else to say except like just starting
Introducing.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Is this a record time?
I think so. I think I introduced it right off the bat, which seems like it should be the norm, but it's the exception in our case. Yeah.
We never introduce ourselves. For those of you who don't know or don't listen to enough episodes to really understand, but we never. I think most episodes like 5 minutes is the mark. Right?
At least it takes at least 5 minutes for us to actually introduce the podcast.
We'll do like a bit, or we'll just leave the room entirely.
Like we'll just talk about something else. Like I don't know, something else will come up randomly, and we'll talk about it for a little bit.
Yeah, or just leave. We left multiple times.
Yeah, this is no joke. There have been episodes where we don't actually introduce the podcast for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Yeah,
like I'm pretty sure there's multiple episodes where we take at least 15 minutes.
I think it's gonna be a
podcast.
guest episode, right?
Well, I mean, like with Victor, we started the episode, but we didn't actually get to the questions until literally like half an hour in.
Oh
because we went through all the Victorisms.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But anyway, actually, since we introduced it, I mean, we can just get right into it, can we?
Do you want to jump in right into it?
I mean, we might as well.
Oh, before we do, question. Send them to Coolio Moolio Show at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah. So
send them.
Please. If you have Would You Rather questions.
Don't send them to me. Don't send them to Thaddeus. Don't send them to Obama. Okay?
Let me clear.
Obama, get out of the goddamn room. How does he keep getting in here?
Do I want your questions? Absolutely not.
I'm calling 911 Obama.
Now, folks, when it comes to questions, especially Would You Rather questions, you got to send them to Coolio Moolio Show.
Yeah, he's in my house again.
At gmail.com. I'm a Barack Obama.
I guess he broke the window.
Obama. I'm Barack Obama.
I'm on the cop's phone right now, okay, Mr. Obama? Yeah, he's not armed.
Let me be clear. I am armed.
He's armed.
I'm packing heat.
Obama's shooting.
So, yeah, send questions, please, to CoolioMoolioShow at gmail.com.
Please.
Because we have yet again another week where we have one question, right? We have one question from from an old fan, or one of our usuals, the old standby.
One of the
some
classic.
might say, Kreiber himself.
He not only is he a legend, but he's not dead. So I love him.
Mm-hmm.
Good time.
If he did die, I mean, I think we'd hate him, but because then he wouldn't have any questions. I was
Yeah,
like, wow,
that's
you
true,
really
that's
had to go and die on us.
Thanks, Kreiber.
So
We're at his funeral, just blaming him.
Yeah, we're just roasting him, putting him on blast at his funeral. A funeral blast.
He's like, he was a great man. Yeah, he was. We're just in the back, just like, yeah, whatever.
Boo! Boo! I'm just kidding. We would never do that. Never do that to Kreiber.
Love this man.
He is one of the only reasons we even have questions to answer.
He's the only reason we have this show.
Yeah, most weeks we rely. Kreiber carries us, really.
He does.
He puts a team. He puts us on his back.
Shouts to him. Maybe one day he'll be on the show. Maybe one day.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So anyway,
actually, I have a guest for you. Come on out. Hey, it's me, Kreiber.
You sound a lot like Nick. This is weird.
That's what they say. Yeah, this is Kreiber right now.
You sound like Nick talking like a strange, breathy voice.
No, that's me. I'm Kreiber.
No, I want to be clear.
Kreiber, get out of here.
Kreiber,
Obama's got a gun.
Put your hands up. Give me your wallet. I don't know why Obama is robbing Kreiber, but no. So anyway, Kreiber's a fake name we came up with for one of our listeners who sends in questions. So he always sends in questions. Well, a lot of weeks he's the only questions we have to answer.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you're listening to this, please send in. I mean, come on, guys. Like, it's not that hard, right? Like I say this every single week. Everyone has would you rather questions.
Yes.
Oh, pretty much everyone has one that they.
I've yet to meet someone who did not.
Every time you say like, oh, I have a like every time the topic of would you rather question comes, like, oh yeah, here's one.
You know what?
But no one sends them in.
You know what I think it is? It's one of those
you.
like.
It's you.
Like every time the show ends, I go in and I'm like, everybody don't. Please don't. There's a bomb.
If you're sending questions, a bomb will go off in your house tonight.
But no, I think what it is this is the thing with any like group of people is that they think, oh, someone else is gonna do it.
Yeah, it's a bystander effect.
Yeah, and so they're like, oh yeah, someone else. Don't worry, someone else is gonna do it. You know, someone else will do it. When it comes to numbers, but I feel like that's a fallacy, right? Right. I don't know. I'm going on my spiel here, my Steven Spielberg, but you know.
I think people just need to get over themselves, right? Okay, just please. We say this every week.
Please.
If you have questions, send them in. If you don't,
please
send them in.
If you don't, send them in.
If you don't have questions,
send them in.
Just send them in. Yeah, just send them in anyway.
If you don't exist, don't.
Don't not send them in. So just send them in anyway.
Oh,
all right.
Negative.
So here we go, guys. Let's get right into the questions. Okay?
Alrighty.
Or should I say the singular question, the only one we have today that's user submitted. All right. Go ahead. Actually, let me read this.
You want to read this one?
Sure.
Woohoo.
All right. Okay. All right.
You know
Okay. Let me. Okay.
And that was the question.
So, what do you think about that one? What would you do?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I liked. Okay. I see. Okay. No. So here's the question, guys. For real this time. Okay. On the real, no lie. Would you rather be Slavoj Zizek or Noam Chomsky? Now, this is a great question. Because I have no idea who the first person is.
Oh, Zizek. Zizek. I read him actually. Funny thing is, I read him actually like I think a year ago.
I think I'm pronouncing that right, Slavoj, because J's are usually Y's.
Well, the reason I know it's because my professor said this once, so I know I've heard his name and we actually read something by him. Yeah.
Slavoj Zizek or Zizek. I don't know what those marks above the Z's mean.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he wrote about like the Matrix and how like simulation, like if it even pertains to life, if it is real or not. That's what I think, if I remember, because I remember my teacher going crazy over him and actually Noam Chomsky.
All right, well we're pulling up his Wikipedia page. Let's see.
His body of writing spans dense theoretical polemics,
academic tomes, and accessible introductory books. In addition, he has taken part in various film projects, including 2 documentary collaborations with directors Sophie Fiennes, The Pervert's Guide to Cinema, and The Pervert's Guide to Ideology. Hundreds of academics have addressed aspects of Zizek's work in professional papers, and in 2007, the International Journal of Zizek Studies was established for the discussion of his pedophilia. Zizek's idiosyncratic perversion. Popular academic.
Oh my god!
Turn him into a monster. No, he's not a pedophile. I don't know why I don't know why I stuck that in there, but apparently he's a very prominent philosopher.
Yeah, so look at his
he's a celebrity philosopher.
Look at his ideology. It's against Marx's concept of ideology, or describe the German ideology. False consciousness prevents people from seeing how things really are. Ideology is thoroughly unconscious and functions as a series of justifications, spontaneous social symbolic rituals which support virtual authorities.
Okay, and then...
I think this is also the Panopto thing. Panopto?
Oh, interesting.
I think he attacks Panopto and all that jazz, or he's in the side of or he's the contra of Panopto, or maybe he's in it for it. I haven't read this guy in like a minute.
So, let me read the second one, his second argument. The real is not experienced as something which is ordered in a way that give satisfactory meaning. Shouldn't that be gives?
I think, yeah.
Is not experienced as something which is ordered in a way that gives satisfactory meaning to all its parts in relation to one another. Instead, the real is experienced as through the lens of hegemonic systems of representation and reproduction, while resisting full inscription into ordering system ascribed to it. This in turn may lead subjects to experience the real as generating political resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
I was right.
I completely understand. I am enlightened now.
I was right.
No.
Yeah, because I remember our teacher made us see The Matrix, and then we read his I think it was like I don't know if it was one of his like little short blurbs or one of his like little like took like a little bit from his book, but we read like this like 10-page thing talking about this ideology. And I remember people were going hardcore on discussing this guy. I didn't fully understand him at the time, and I feel like I still don't. But basically, I think he was saying, like, nothing's real. It's all fake. But it doesn't matter. We're here. You know?
Interesting.
I think that's what it was. And also the idea that he was really kind of attacking Panopto. We also saw The Dark Knight.
What's Panopto?
Oh, you know Panopto? Panopto is like the all-seeing... Like, we're being watched constantly.
Oh, the observer.
Yeah, but we're not also being watched, something like that. I remember our professor used this example of, like, imagine there's a prison, and in that prison there's a tower in the middle, and that tower, doesn't matter if someone is in there or not watching, people will be afraid to walk out, because why would you want to risk it anyway? You know, so we live in that fear of, like, we're being watched, but we're not. I mean, we are. It's that.
Yes. It's
so,
the limbo.
Yeah. And so, of course, I'm probably butchering it because I haven't read up on these guys in like 50 million years. But that was kind of like the general thing I remember. Yeah, and I can't actually say I know too much about Noam Chomsky. So this is going to be a hard one for me. Because I still don't even understand. How do you think you say his name? Zizek?
I don't know. Zizek? I don't know. I don't know what that Z with the little thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is above it. I don't know how to pronounce that letter.
Zizek.
It's either Zizek or Zizek or...
I'm going to say Zizek.
Zizek or Zizek?
Oh, Zizek?
I don't know.
Zizek?
I don't know. Let's look up a pronunciation of his name.
Don't butcher his name.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Zizek.
Zizek, yeah.
So it is Slavoj. I was right.
You heard that.
Slavoj Zizek.
Zizek. Yeah, do you know anything about Noam Chomsky?
I know enough to know that he's a freaking boss. He's a hoss, in fact.
He's a mad hoss.
Yeah. He's mad hoss.
Hoss.
He's what's his name? Cool guy? No.
Bold guy.
Bold guy.
Bold guy.
He is a bold guy.
He's a bold guy.
Noam Chomsky is a bold guy. You can't deny that.
I don't know enough. I remember I read him too in that same English class.
Noam Chomsky, I don't even know that much about him, but I know that I think his primary background is in linguistics, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, his subtitle is American Linguist, but he has a hand, or his opinion is so well respected that he can speak on anything he wants to, and people will listen.
Oh.
So like,
has a lot of. Actually, is he teaching at the U of A?
He actually. Okay, this is funny. Apparently he did a class. He taught a class at the U of A. It was some kind of like I don't know what to call it.
Because I know Victor told me something about that.
He told him. He said Victor said he legit took a class with him.
Yeah.
it was some kind of like discussion class, and it was like once a week or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I thought I was going crazy because I'm like, Noam Chomsky?
No.
What?
Yeah, that's him.
What? Also,
crazy?
this is a sick quote. I looked up Noam Chomsky and he said, everyone's worried about stopping terrorism. Well, there's really an easy way. Stop participating in it. Political. Take that, Obama.
If we don't believe in freedom of expression for people we despise, we don't believe in it at all.
Yes.
There it is from Mr. Chomsky himself.
Yes. You know, actually, that sparks a good discussion because I'm sure you've been hearing about the whole hate speech thing going on about people who are trying to shut down like Nazi propaganda, right? And they're saying, well, hey, look, I don't agree with what they say, but they should have the right to say it. That's what makes America amazing. And so people are like, well, that's gross. Or do we put a line? Like, where do we go into the situation? Like, you know what I mean? Because places like Germany are actually putting laws into place or already have put laws into place where you can't... Hate speech is a criminal act.
Yeah.
But then people start saying, well, what is hate speech? You know?
So guys, welcome to Coolio Moolio, the ethics podcast. It's a tricky thing to navigate.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be interested to hear Noam Chomsky. Apparently he is a strong believer in freedom of expression. But regardless, okay, so Noam Chomsky, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at this, I think this is probably from his Wikipedia profile or something.
Yeah.
American linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, historian, social critic, and political activist. So let's look at Zizek's. Let's look at his little thing. He's a continental philosopher. He is a senior researcher in the institute. Okay, well, what is
And he
his...
likes long walks on the beach and pina coladas.
And he likes pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. Oh no, wait, hold on. He likes getting caught in himself. That's so meta. He probably does. He probably would. Right? This freaking guy. So he seems like, so he's a philosopher and a researcher.
Yeah.
Noam Chomsky, linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, historian, social critic, and political activist. But yeah, so Noam Chomsky is a super interesting guy. I can't speak on Zizek too much because I don't really know. I mean, that's all I know about him is just what we just read. I think Noam Chomsky is pretty cool just for the fact that because of the way his brain works, because he's so well versed in so many things, he's like, he's incredibly well respected on pretty much any topic he wants to talk about. Yeah, you know, it's like he's a linguist. His background is in linguistics, but it's like he could pick a topic and say like, okay, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this thing at this time at this venue, and people will flock to it and listen to him speak.
That's power.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think this is partially because I don't know enough about Zizek. Yeah. But I might go with Chomsky.
So you're going to get his intellect, his popularity, his followers, and mannerisms. Looks.
I don't know about either of their respective popularity and followers. I would love to have either of their intellects. Yeah. I don't know either of their mannerisms. Looks, I mean, are pretty arbitrary, I feel like. Yeah. I mean...
Or are they? Meta,
I think, honestly, dude, Noam Chomsky, he's a smoke show, dude.
Dude, don't get me started. Like, Chomsky
is like 10 out of
10.
At
least top 3 philosophers who are hot, dude.
Top 3 sexiest philosophers.
It's obviously, it goes Confucius as 1, dude. Number 2 is freaking Jaden Smith, bro. and then freaking 3 is Chomsky, bro. Come on, dude.
That's a top 3, dude.
Dude.
That's a top.
Dude, that's top for you to say that was top 3.
That's such a top. top.
It just
my mouth is just hanging open, bro. I'm not even closing my mouth isn't even closing anymore. It's so taut.
That's so taut.
My mouth is the opposite of taut. It's so loose, dude.
We're talking about something so intellectual, and it just like dilutes to taut. Dude.
It's just.
What if you met like Zizek and like
you're just
Chomsky,
talking like that?
And what if they were like, you're like, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I love your book. It's so profound. And they're like, taut, dude. Fucking sick.
that'd be really.
Would you be like, oh goodness, this man is so ingenious?
I wonder.
He's elevated.
I wonder. See, here's something interesting. I wonder if people of this level of intellect, and obviously I don't think you can pigeonhole people with, kind of like advanced intellectual, I don't know, pedigree or advanced intellectual capabilities. I don't know if you can pigeonhole them all the same, but do you think that they have good senses of humor?
I think so. Oh yeah. Because remember we were talking about
you have to be smart in order to be purposely funny.
Yes. You can be this idiot, but how far does that get you? Like idiocracy is quick.
Well,
and doesn't have a substance. Doesn't hold.
Think about this though.
Huh.
So, being purposely funny implies smart.
Yes.
But smart does not imply purposely funny.
No, you're right. But I think we love to this goes back to our old topic when we were talking about the whole funny and intellect thing. Mm-hmm. Robin Williams, I'm sure is this intelligent man. R.I.P. to the great. I'm sure he's
Chester,
like this.
Chester Bennington too.
Oh yeah, crazy,
That was
really crazy.
Sad.
I'm not a big Linkin Park fan, but hearing him, I was like, oh wow, that's weird because I remember hearing Hybrid Theory when I was growing up.
Yeah. But back in the day, like me and my brother, we bought Hybrid Theory, we bought Reanimation, Meteora. Like
I wasn't even in that scene.
We listened to them like all the time.
Yeah, I wasn't even in that scene of music. Like I was very like, oh cool. Like in the end was like the only song I really knew.
That was one of my favorite songs growing up.
It was a great song. But I didn't like know it too well. But then hearing him just throughout the ages, it was like Linkin Park's just one of those like I know those bands, like you just know them, like duh,
yeah. And I learned some of their songs on piano. Like I was a pretty big fan of theirs for a while.
Did it hit you pretty hard?
I mean like I mean I'm not like broken up about it, but it does. It's like one of the. I would say out of all the recent celebrity deaths within the past year or so, that was probably the closest to me.
Oh, really?
Probably.
That's terrible.
Because like, I mean, at least the one that sticks out the most. Yeah. Because I did listen to a lot of his music growing up. I even learned how to play some of his music like on piano. It's like, I used to. That's it. It's like a bigger part of my life than any of those other people ever were.
Yeah. True. Yeah. Actually, I had a friend who, my coworker, she broke down.
Really?
At work, she was like, "Oh my god, like I know it's so stupid to be crying over," and I'm like, "It's not really." When you think about it, like,
it's so interesting when you think about like when it's so interesting, right? We never met these people.
Yeah.
We never met them before.
Yeah.
They make music and we listen to it and become such a big part of our lives.
Yeah.
That when the person dies, we can get so sad that we cry about it. Like this is so interesting.
Like Chester never met my coworker. Didn't even know she exists.
Exactly.
Yet she's crying over this man. Well, it's funny because I always think every day I'm watching one of my favorite YouTubers, Philip DeFranco. I know his wife. I know where he works. Like not where exactly, but I know where he works, what establishment, what favorite pizza he likes.
Yeah, what's his sign?
He's a freaking Libra. Actually,
wrong. He's a Virgo.
I have no idea.
I'm just kidding.
You pull up your Philip DeFranco shirt. You're like number one fan. Okay. But yeah, I know everything. I know he's gonna have 3 kids or 2 kids. Like it's.
So which one is it? 3 or 2? I thought you knew.
Well, because he has twins. Coming,
your lies are catching up with you. Wait, so he has twins?
He has a kid right now.
Okay.
But then he's said in a video recently that he's gonna have twins. Okay. Or he might have twins. They have to see. They think it might be twins.
Okay, I see.
So it might be 3 kids or 2.
Okay,
so we'll see. But that's the thing. So like I know these like, but if I saw him in the street, he'd be like, I don't know you. Yeah. But I'd be like, oh, Philip Pringle.
Yes, I think having degrees of fame is very interesting.
What death would hit you? What, like, if you heard blank died?
I have to say mine. Like, if I read the news that I had died,
you'd be like, "That Can you imagine? Sucks."
How freaked out would you be?
Oh, dude.
If you were reading the paper and you saw your own obituary in there,
I'm getting goose. You know what's crazy? I was watching a video. It kind of gave me nightmares. It was about this, like those strange things that's happened in the world. You know, those
like
crazy criminal shows.
Yeah.
Well, it was this show. It was about like it's about real things though. So this guy, it wasn't like guy got off a plane and a monster. It was like guy got off a plane, said he was from a place called Turok, and he from Europe to Japan. He went to this place. He showed him his passport, and they're like, "There's no place as Turok," and he's like, "What are you? What? I'm from Turok. I'm trying to get to Turok." And they're like, no, and he even like had they had a map, and he pointed, and where he pointed was this place like kind of near Madrid, and he's like, no, right here it should say Turok, and he was like, sure, I'm gonna say like a random place, like I don't know, Madrid. I was gonna say Madrid because I forgot. But he was like, no, I'm from there, and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, that's countries existed forever, but you don't know, it's crazy. So they were trying to figure out like his whole thing, and so they detained him because they couldn't find even where he existed. He had a passport, but it didn't exist in like their system, and so they had him locked up and detained, and eventually he escaped and he just fled, and they never found him since then. This happened like in the 70s or 80s. But imagine this guy just gets off a plane and say it's some like dimensional stuff, like he just hopped into another dimension unbeknownst to him, and he's like, yeah, I'm from Tucson. They're like, where? Like, oh, it's in Arizona. Arizona doesn't exist. Oh, like what would you do? You know?
Yeah, you go to the map and you point at the map where Arizona should exist, and instead, you know what's there? Madrid.
Or the Syrian.
So,
The Syrian.
But yeah, I mean that's like Twilight Zone level stuff, you know.
Yeah,
that's like Black Mirror, you know. I mean, not quite Black Mirror, but I would say that's more Twilight Zone-y. But also, what were you saying about Robin Williams? That's the big. That's the big tangent, folks. That's my mixtape dropping this Wednesday. Check it out.
I almost spit my water because it clicked me. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that's where it started. Because it was, you said Robin Williams, and then I said rest in peace, and I said Chester Bennington too, and then I was like, all this thing about that, and it's like, oh my gosh, like what would happen if you read your own obituary? Like, oh blam 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 blam, bloom blam blam bloom blam.
I don't even know. I guess basically, because that was a super mega tangent. Basically, I say like these guys. I think if they wanted to. But it also depends on it, like they are. Like I'm sure, like you know, like a guy who has the potential to be funny necessarily isn't funny. You know, what if he's just this quiet dude who rarely makes asides?
So that's the thing is.
I think they have the potential though. That's all I'm saying.
So you think anyone that is highly intellectually capable has potential to be funny,
witty.
But in what way?
I think like
could they do stand up?
No, I mean, cause funny is its own form of art, you know. Like imagine funny, and then it's an umbrella that holds like, or that's you know under it is like, you know, like there's people who are you know witty, there's people who are just naturally funny or charismatic. Like you just like to like. I feel like I'm one of those naturally funny. Like people see me and they're like, that guy's goofy. Like,
yeah, this guy's a goofy. You guys can't see him right now, but this guy's goofy. He's goofy. Yeah. Gorge.
So like this guy over here, he's goofy.
Yep.
I imagine like a group of gangsters. Like this man is Jimmy Two Toes, only has 2 toes. This guy, this is Jonathan Snake. He'll stab you. And this guy, name's Goofy. Get him, Goofy.
Yep.
That was good.
And this guy's Goofy. Get him, Goofy. Gorge.
Or I got another one. So it's a group of gangsters about to kill this guy. You don't see him. They're like, you think this is a game? You've been playing with me my whole life. I want my money. You keep saying that you're goofy about this stuff. I don't get it. What do you mean goofy? And he like arises from the shadows.
And he comes out and he says, Gorge.
Yeah. Or they shoot him. Like, who's goofy now? I don't know what's going on. No Chomsky, man.
Yeah, I think it's all this talk about intellectual philosophy is making us dumber. Actually,
it's bringing us down.
Yeah, it's making us. It's too smart for us, so we're actually becoming less smart.
Makes us.
But I think
hilarious.
I think my Goofy impression, at least with those two, just his laugh and saying Gorge.
Yeah, they're really good.
I think it's fairly accurate. I have to say, like I wish I could do more.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna see how this sounds. I'm curious to see how this sounds on the final.
We'll
final
play it. You know what's funny? I've been but I used to practice my Winnie the Pooh impression.
Oh, that's right.
Did I ever tell you this?
Your Winnie the Pooh's pretty good.
I haven't done it in a minute, but it was like this is gonna be so. I'm gonna like totally biff it. I'm gonna be like, my name's Goofy. Like
my name's Kim Johnny.
Kim Johnny Pooh.
Kim Johnny Pooh.
I'm Winnie, bro. But I think it was oh Tigger. Why? Oh bother. I was gonna say why bother. Oh bother.
Yeah, I mean that's you have that breathiness, you know.
You know what's funny? I can do Morty pretty decent too.
Oh yeah, I
remember
Rick and Morty. I gotta see Rick and Morty. I gotta start watching it. But go ahead and give me your best Morty.
Damn it, Rick! Oh, I can't.
You have to have more voice crack, don't you?
Damn it, Rick! I haven't done my Morty in a minute.
How does Rick sound? He's kind of like this, right?
Yeah, Morty.
He's like something like this.
Morty, you gotta.
That's good. The verb.
But yeah, so I guess because we don't know too much about these guys.
But you said okay. I remember why I started saying goofy because you said that people think you're goofy.
Yeah.
You think that people would say that about you.
Yeah.
So, as opposed to, and you think these guys?
Well, I think if you went to Chomsky, you're not gonna be like, hey, tell me a joke. I think you're gonna be like talking to them, and they're gonna say some stuff. You know.
You think so?
I can see them.
You think if you're talking to them casually, they'd insert jokes?
Oh yeah. Cause think about look at Neil deGrasse Tyson, like he's
deGrasse
Neil deGrasse Tyson
with Drake.
That'd be a good pair. But like I think they have the potential is what I'm saying, because you got to be smart. You know, it's putting a puzzle together. That's common.
Yeah. But I'm saying that
no,
just being smart doesn't mean
and I agree
that you're funny.
I agree. Like I'm not saying with certainty that. You go up to them like, hey, Chomsky, your book was profound. He's like, you know what else profound? And like makes a joke.
Your mom was profound last night in bed.
He starts dabbing.
No, that's me. No,
I don't see that. I can't say that 100%, but I feel like these guys are they're considered so buttoned up. I'm trying to like get away from that. I'm like, nah, these dudes are probably so fucking smart, dude.
Well, obviously they're smart.
Oh, I'm sorry. So funny. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I misspoke.
So you do think they're funny?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who do you think is funnier?
Oh, Chizek.
You think Zizek is funny?
Yeah, Chizek.
Why?
Because he's considered the celebrity dude. He seems like more of like this guy's like working. I mean, with the whole perversion and stuff, I'm seeing him working like in Hollywood and doing stuff and picking apart that and being with that kind of crowd of people.
I don't think he's not a philosopher about celebrity.
No, but I see him in that space because they said too that. He was like writing for this stuff. He's
perverse guide to cinema and the perverse guide to ideology.
He seems like he's more lax about it, and he's just trying to find like a more academic stance on media. Where Chomsky is just like all around this philosopher who's more of an intellectual, striving for academics.
So you don't think he's funny?
He probably is. I don't know, man. I don't even know what
he's
funny is. Wait, he went to Harvard?
Because I think he's hilarious.
Wait, did he go to Harvard?
I think he's actually really funny. Funny looking.
Humor bot, what are you doing in here?
Humor alert. Humor alert.
Guys, for those who don't know, we have a robot that does jokes for us whenever we don't know what to say. Humor bot, give us a joke.
I am Humor bot 3000. You are funny looking.
Oh, Humor bot.
Humor alert. Humor alert. I think that's pretty funny. I mean, I don't know if anyone else will find that funny, but I thought it was
we
were
dying when we first made that.
Because it's like, I don't know. It's just the voice.
So what do you think? Who are you going to choose? Chomsky? I'm going to say...
Ghostbuster.
I'm going to say...
Who are you going to choose?
I'm going to say...
Honestly, okay, so Zizek is younger.
I'm gonna choose Zizek.
So kind of by default, a little better looking.
But
Sorry, Noam.
Thought it was arbitrary.
Sorry, Noam.
I'm gonna say, I like what you said about Chomsky. I like that he's this like powerhouse of like whatever he says, like people are gonna just flock to him. But I like that. Slavoj
Zizek.
That's incredible. I feel like with Zizek, like I like his ideology when it comes to like these movies and like this media, and like I feel like he has more of a path of mind, and he has this intellect that I would love to say I have too. So I'm gonna choose that.
I wish I knew more about him. I feel like this is not...
Well, because I can't even say enough on Chomsky either. Like, I don't know...
I feel like for me, just because I've heard more about Noam Chomsky...
I'm gravitating to him as well.
Just the fact that I've heard more about him means that he's more in the mainstream or more in the public eye. Yeah. Because for me, as someone that's not into philosophy per se, or I'm not actively, engaged in that community... Yeah. For Noam Chomsky to make his way out enough into the general mainstream world for me to hear of him, that means he has a further reach than Zizek does. Yeah. Which, I mean, for me is, I don't know if that's important, but it means that he probably has, again, like more of a hand in more things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I think I would just say Chomsky. I think I'm
just because you know him more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Zizek because he's, just the way I said, but I mean, it's also, this is like a coin toss for me as well because I don't know them enough to speak on it.
So, Kryber, step it up with the questions, okay? I'm just kidding. I think that this is a good one.
This is a good one.
This would be an interesting one. I feel like we'd have to like do research, you know?
Yeah, for
like,
this to go in.
Come back next
well, it's
week.
funny because
Like,
we've never done like preparation. We're always on the. It's all impromptu. We never look at the questions before.
Yeah, guys. I don't know if you realize this, but this is filmed. This is live
in front of a studio audience.
Actually, when you think about it, I mean, it's kind of cool. Like we don't edit the actual podcast itself. You know what I mean? It's just a straight block of us talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of podcasts take breaks in the middle for like an ad sponsor. If we had any, we probably would. So shout out to any ad sponsors who are listening out there.
I mean, insert product
Nature Box. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but but you know, like,
could say like
we just talk. You know, we just talk about it. We don't do any of our we don't do anything like that. Like, you know, I think that's kind of cool.
We're all self-funded. We're doing this for the passion.
We're doing for this for the lols, really.
For the lols,
because I have a passion for the lols.
And the monies.
Yeah, and
that
the
stuff rappers
rap about. It's all good because it's all green. The moolah, baby. That's what we're at. That's what we're in this for. The podcast game is lucrative, folks. Get into it while you can. Get it while it's not. All right, so I guess I would go with Chomsky.
Chomsky.
And that's the other thing too is that we just this is all obviously not scripted. It'd be funny if anyone thought this was scripted. Like,
no, I'd be impressed
if we could script this out like an hour, just to script out an hour.
Because also
of a
it
podcast.
seems so natural.
Yeah,
I'd be like, you guys are great actors. You know?
Yeah.
Like, what if like the camera cut and then they're like, so how'd you guys think of the Coolio Moolio show? It was honestly us thinking about what to do when we these characters.
I've never played an American before, so this is super weird. Like, the accent is super strange for me to do.
It doesn't feel natural.
Yeah.
I was telling my mom about this.
Yeah, and it's really weird to say my name's like Thaddeus because obviously my name's actually Jermaine. My name is not, it's like not even close.
It's actually
really
funny.
Weird to
my name is spelled like Jermaine, but it's Noam Chomsky.
So actually, Jermaine, you ever watch Flight of the Conchords?
Yes.
He's actually, they're New Zealanders. I don't know why my mind just went there because that was more of an Australian than a New Zealand in my opinion. But anyway.
You guys Australians? No, we're from New Zealand.
But anyway, that's I think. The whole reason I got on the topic was because we don't prepare. We don't prepare anything.
Yeah.
Which, for some questions, maybe it'd be fun to do like a little prepreration.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I want to read up more on the Chomsky thing and see who I gravitate.
But anyway, we hashed it out. I would go with Chomsky. You're gonna go with Zizek for now.
Yep.
And so you you made the wrong choice. But anyway, I'm just kidding.
Obama, no.
That's our last, or our only user-submitted question for this week. So we have to now pull questions off the internet again. Guys.
I have questions ready just in case.
This is all you. This is all your guys' fault.
I resent that you're saying we're not prepared because I have some questions ready.
Okay, so just you're prepared
for a rainy day like this,
and I'm not.
For my days that are rainy, I have some questions.
Some questions that are painy because they put me through a lot of pain. What I'm saying is get better questions. Okay. Enough. Absolutely no more. You're too goofy. Gorge.
So I got some questions from the internet. Hopefully you like them. You might have actually got a glimpse of these last episode because we read them all.
Oh, it's the same ones?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go through them because we didn't actually answer them.
Yeah, so we got 2. Would you rather have everything you eat be too salty or not salty enough no matter how much salt you add?
So this is really weird. Does this mean that... So everything I eat will taste salty?
Yes. Or not salty enough.
So that means that if I ate fruit, it would taste salty?
Yes.
So then, of course, I would go with the not salty enough because that means I can still experience other tastes. If I pick the one that's too salty, I lose my ability to taste everything else.
Yeah.
I can no longer taste sour. I can no longer taste bitter. I can no longer taste sweet. I can no longer taste spicy. It's just all salty to me.
Oh, man. But no salt? Or not enough salt? Like, that's a hard...
But that's not saying that it does not salty enough. It just no, sorry. It doesn't mean that there's no salt at all. It just says not salty enough.
And that would bother me.
Well, yeah, but would you really sacrifice that or would you really sacrifice all your other tastes?
Oh, Daddy, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm being real here. I'm being real with you, dog. Real stuff, real tough right now.
I love. Okay,
don't you love that good?
Here's the other thing, though. Okay, I'm gonna hit you with this. Okay, I don't think you're expecting this.
Ow! Why'd you hit me?
I hit you with it. You know, I'm also gonna hit you with this.
No.
And this. And this.
No, wait, no, not. I'm gonna hit you with this.
Put her there. So anyway, I think so. Check this out, okay? List all the flavors that you can right now.
What do you mean?
Like all the different types of flavors: salty, sweet, sour.
Oh, salty, sweet, sour. Like you said, bitter, sweet. Did you say sweet already?
You start over.
Salty, sweet, sour, bitter. Shit.
That's number 5. That's the 5th flavor. That's the 5th flavor. Okay, let's keep going.
My favorite.
Pee, poop.
Pee, poop.
No, I was kidding.
Did I say feces yet?
I believe you did.
Damn it.
But
I don't know.
There's actually so that's you got 4: salty, sweet, sour, bitter.
How much are there?
Those are the 4 like kind of main traditional ones that people think of. But there's
you mean like genuinely?
No. I'm still talking about actual like tastes you can taste.
Okay.
There are 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
There's that I can think of. There's spicy. And then there's savory or umami.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can have here's what's cool about this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Tell me.
From a taste standpoint, for me, if everything were too salty, that means all of these other flavors, the other 5 flavors, just get bulldozed, demolished.
Yeah.
I can hardly taste them because everything's too salty, right? But if I take away salty, knock it down 90%, I still have like 5 other flavors that I can taste.
Yeah, like
the thing is, umami. So salty is different from umami, right? There are a lot of like savory things that aren't necessarily salty per se.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, for example, like the flavor of umami or savoriness. It's you can find it in certain like foods already. Like when you cook tomatoes, it releases a lot of savory compounds. I think a lot of it is glutamates, like MSG, monosodium glutamate. That makes things taste better because it's a glutamate that is the taste savory, taste umami, right? So like for example, sea urchin is another one. A huge amounts of umami flavor, even though it might not be actually salty.
Yeah.
So like if I can have umami,
yeah,
even if it's not salty, like that's enough for me.
Yeah.
With all the other flavors.
You're getting me good on this one because I can't imagine eating chocolate and being like, this is too salty. That's gonna destroy.
It's like imagine if it's like a hot summer day. You want to just plow into some boneless watermelon.
Oh man!
And you bite into it. And it's
boneless.
Like, oh, so salty.
Is it too salty relative to me? Like, because I know people can take different amounts. Like, oh, it's not salty enough. So
right? To you, relative. It always tastes too salty.
Man.
And then on the other hand, it always tastes not salty enough.
I love my salt, but
would you? So like. That's literally everything. That means you drink water. Yeah. It's too salty. Yeah. It tastes like you're drinking ocean water.
Oh, you're right, Daddies, but I don't want to lose my soul.
I mean, like,
and I know what you're gonna say. Like, it's not gone entirely, but it's not the same.
That means you eat ice cream, salty. You eat.
I love salty ice cream.
You eat fruit, salty.
I love salty fruit.
You eat
salty salt. That's where I draw the line.
You drink juice. Salty.
That's an abomination. That's an abomination.
That is an abomination.
Obama, get out of the room.
Let me be clear.
Put the gun down, dude.
This is an abomination. Obama.
Why are you holding a jar of salt?
Your fruit is too salty.
Put down my boneless watermelon.
Let me be clear here, folks. So it's getting worse and worse, but
let me be clear.
Yeah. So let me think. Other things that would be gross salty. Let's see.
No, but
what else is?
I get your point.
I mean, it's like, can you imagine? Like, I don't know. Like biting into a banana, salty.
Yeah. It's like you're right. You're right.
Drinking a soda, salty.
How about this? Let's not, because the original question is everything. But how about this? anything. So would you rather have anything that already has salt just become too salty? So you eat your fruit fine and dandy.
So it's only things that have salt in them become salty or not salty enough.
Yeah, just to nerf. Because the original question, I would go to the not salty enough because it's everything.
Okay.
But now it pertains to just foods that have that should have salt.
How about this? Okay.
Salty.
Now, how much? So, obviously, okay. Let's say there's a threshold, right? There's a threshold for every food where it crosses the level of too much salt, right? Yeah. Too salty. Yeah. Now, the thing is that can continue though. There's a large range of things being too salty, right?
Yes.
So let me clear. So how salty is it? Is it like is it just at that threshold, or is it like 2-3 times?
No,
that?
I wouldn't say 2. It's just at the point where it's like it's not uneatable, because I know if you just dump the whole like jar of salt or whatever, like can of salt, whatever the salt shaker, if you dump the whole thing in there, it's virtually uneatable at that point, right? Like you're like, oh, I can't do it. But it's salty enough. It's like, it's a little bit too much salt.
Is it just barely?
Yes.
Is it so? It's barely too salty.
Yes.
And on the flip side, it's barely not salty enough.
Yes. You're never going to be satisfied in your salt needs. And your necessities of salt, nowhere near needed. Neverland. Nifakanika.
So, I assume with this one you would go with too salty, right?
I don't know. You're acting like I know.
That's what I'm assuming, because it seems like the only thing that was keeping you from selecting too salty in the last one, really or in the first version, is that it would affect everything.
I really like salt. Okay.
So you would do it. You would take the too salty.
No, I can't.
But the thing is, if it was barely too salty,
are you okay with that?
That's a lot better than like everything being really salty.
You're right. The first one, you're right. I just didn't want to give it up, but this one as well.
How about this new nerfed version?
I still wouldn't. No, I do not salty enough. Or yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I hate this one because like I really like salt. Like salt go bad.
I do too. I mean, you're preaching the choir here, okay?
And you have a
you're
pill
talking
that says
to Mr. Salt himself. That's what they call me. That's what they call me in high school. That's
Mr.
right.
Salt? Is that you?
Yep, that's me.
Are you the man who has assaulted many people?
That is exactly right.
I love your work.
So do I. So do I. You have anything you want me to sign, or?
Please.
You have a can of Morton's or anything? I'd love to sign it for you.
I carry it in my pocket.
I'd love to sign it for you.
Obama, get me my pen.
Here we go. Let me clear. Do I have your pen? No.
I'm really sick of you, Obama. So yeah, I guess not enough. What about yous? What about yous, guys? What do you think?
I think from the beginning I've gone with not enough, so I'm gonna stick to it.
You're sticking to it?
Yeah.
So do we agree on both answers? That's a first time ever on a Coolio Moolio
I thought you were gonna say too much. I thought you were still gonna stick with too much.
Nah. Okay. Well, I agree on the last one. It's not enough as well. Both of them are not enough.
I'm surprised actually. I thought you would go.
Be surprised, okay? Be humble.
Don't
sit down.
Don't tell me to sit down.
I did. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's not the first time we've agreed on two nerfed. Remember, you know how you nerf questions sometimes?
Yeah.
I think we agreed.
But the thing is, I already picked not salty enough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
We both choose not salty.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good one. Okay, let's see how much time. If we have time for another. Okay, it's 48. Do we have time for another?
Let's just do it. I mean, come on.
Quit being angsty.
Let's just do it, guys.
Quit being a Debbie Downer.
I mean,
a negative Nancy.
I guess let's do another one.
Oh, this one's kind of morbid.
Fine. Jeez.
Fine.
Let's just freaking do it.
Would you rather accidentally be responsible for the death of a child or accidentally be responsible for the death of 3 adults?
How old of a child are we talking?
Let's ask Google.
No.
What classifies as a child?
You pick one.
Me?
Yes.
Man, I don't know. Like 7? Like, I feel like that's a child. 7 is a good number. Kid still has some time, but hasn't lived enough.
7 as a child.
What's responsible for 3 adults? What's adult to you?
I guess legally at least 18.
Are you going by so H1 is 18?
So I'm killing 3 18-year-olds or 1 7-year-old.
Good. We don't need those 18-year-olds.
Man, I don't know. For whatever reason, when it said adult, I default to like 30 to 40-year-olds.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So do you want to say 30, 40?
I guess so.
Okay. Because I'm imagining that as well.
And a child, you're imagining 7 years old.
Yes.
So like, what is that? A second, third grader?
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, second, third grader. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh.
That is, whew. I wish you would have asked me this 2 weeks ago, because let me tell you, I already did it.
You killed an adult or child?
It was a child, and
but he was dressed like an adult.
he looked like an adult. I could have sworn he was over 30, but he's dead now. He's dead. Definitely dead.
Why are you telling me this?
Wait. Is this all is this all accidental?
Yes. Like
So
it's a car accident.
Both are accidental.
Yes, but
Jeez.
you are responsible. You gotta live with that. You gotta tell yourself every day, man, I killed someone. I don't like it, but I killed him. That's what I gotta say.
And they're all innocent, right?
Oh yeah.
Dang it! I was hoping the kid
was a murderer.
Was the kingpin of a drug cartel.
Well, he is.
Oh, so I go with him.
Oh, he is. I killed 3 adults. I don't want to stop a business.
Yeah. The guy's doing well. He's hustling, you know?
He's an entrepreneur. What are the 3 adults doing?
They're doing nothing.
Why are they standing there enough for me to kill all 3 of them at the same time?
So, I mean, a 7-year-old or 3 30 to 40-year-olds?
Yeah.
Do I get to pick the method of accidental death? Oh, I guess I can't because it's accidental.
I accidentally shot them, officer. Oh, sorry. You must be so traumatized.
I mean...
no, I just said car accident.
Accident.
That's like the most...
Oh, common... how about this? Do I survive?
Oh, yeah.
Dang it.
What were you trying to hope for that?
Because then, although I killed them, I wouldn't have to deal with the guilt.
No, that's the point. You gotta deal with the guilt.
Dang it.
You gotta hate
I was trying
yourself.
to find an easy way out.
Because of course, okay, so how I'm taking this is a child, even though it's just one, you're gonna live with that. This little kid never got to live, but 3 adults holds the power of there's 3 families they're probably being destroyed. There's probably 3 children, 3 grandchildren, somewhere at the very least being hurt. That's a family lineage right there, destroyed. You know, but then also at the same time, the kid that's destroying a parent's life. It's not an easy question.
It's
everyone's gonna lose.
So,
but if you want to go to like, is it the utilitarian?
No, utilitarian.
You have to go with child if you want to use that to help you out because it's just one.
Yes.
One death. But I wouldn't live with myself if I say I killed a child.
You would be more okay with saying that you killed 3 adults.
I didn't say that because that sounds terrible.
So. I'll see you in court. All right?
No.
I'm going to see you in court, Mr. Salt.
He's got me handcuffed. Obama, you were a DEA agent the whole time?
Yes. Let me clear. Am I DEA agent? Absolutely. So, I think that either one is pretty terrible.
Yes.
Right? I wouldn't... Obviously, that's the whole point, right? You wouldn't want to do either.
Yes. The beauty of would you rather.
I think 3 adults is a lot. That's a lot of people to die. That's a lot of people to kill.
Yeah.
Right. So the thing is, that's at least 3 families that you're killing.
Yeah.
Or not. Okay, you're not killing, but 3 families you're probably ruining.
You're gonna have an impact.
Why do you think it's worse to say you killed a child?
I guess this is kind of how we're brought up morally. Like we look at a child's life as like. I mean, which you should, I think, personally. But I think we're taught growing up that, hey, this child has so much to live for. The 30-year-olds at least got to live some other life. You know what I mean? Is that right or wrong? I don't know, but that's kind of what I was taught growing up, you know?
So this is interesting. This brings up a point that I always thought was like a pretty good point. We talked about this in one of my English classes in high school. And I never got to bring this point up. But I thought it was a good point. And I've been sitting on it for like 6 years now. So we were talking about why people think, we were having this like open discussion about why everyone thought that it was okay or it was more important to help homeless children than it was to help like homeless adults, because like pretty much everyone agreed on that it was more important to help the children, and like people are like, oh, you know, like it's like they have their whole life ahead of them, like, you know, they're like, they, you know, like they need, like, you know, they obviously should take priority, like they deserve more help. But I was thinking like, isn't life more precious the less you have of it?
I see where you're going with this.
It's like, if you, it's like, I thought it was an interesting, it doesn't necessarily reverse the situation. It doesn't completely overturn it, but it's like an interesting thing. It's like, so this kid has his whole life ahead of him, but like these adults don't have as much life left to live either. It's like, you know, it's like, yes, they've lived some of their life, but like, this is different because you're talking about a death here. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Okay. I don't even know why I brought this up now that I'm thinking about it.
No, but I see what you're saying though. No, if you mind me like helping you out on that one, I think I get what you're saying. Like these people, maybe this is not what you're saying, maybe, but I kind of got an argument coming from that. Is that, I mean, you kill these people. There's this debt that comes with it. There's people that are being destroyed. This kid dies. He's not feeding anyone. He's not taking care of anyone, and his death is not necessarily in vain, but it's not. I'm trying to really pick this apart, but I feel like a terrible person even saying like, kid dies, here's some pros. You know what I mean? Like it's just a mucky feeling in general.
Yeah, you're right. This is so terrible. Like I don't want to go on record as saying that I would kill a kid.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to say that I would kill 3 adults.
No, exactly.
That's so many people.
Yeah.
I killed 3 adults.
That's.
I'm gonna flip a coin, or flip something. Okay.
Can I flip one too?
Sure. You can flip this after I flip it. Okay. So this is gonna be kid.
Okay.
This is gonna be adults.
This is so morbid.
I mean, do you want? Unless you can choose by yourself. Otherwise, I'm gonna flip it.
No, I'm flipping, dog.
Okay. So kids, adults. Kid, adults. Oh, adults.
Okay,
that's adults.
So that's you, right? Or is this us together?
I guess it's me. I mean, you can flip it again if you want, or you can go with mine.
I'm going with yours, dog. I'm not dancing with the devil.
So I guess we're killing 3 adults. I'm sorry, guys.
But the thing is, like we said, like no one, like, and that's the beauty of it. This is the root of Would You Rather.
This is the beauty of killing people.
Make it fun. No, the beauty of Would You Rather is that you shouldn't walk out of it thinking like that was easy, because that's not a good Would You Rather. If it was, if it wasn't well constructed enough. So yeah, like this is a great Would You Rather, and it brought a good conversation. Granted, I feel terrible about it, but it's a good question. You know,
isn't this so insane? It's like we don't even have to. Just talking about it is so sad. It's like so like it is so morbid. It's crazy. It's
kind of similar to like, I mean, this goes back to the philosophical stuff. Like I'm sure you've seen that what they use in philosophy classes, like where the train is coming, you have the choice to kill the 3 or the 1. But then flip that. Have you seen the second version of that?
There's
where
a lot
you
of
can
these.
push a bigger man in the way of the train. Mm-hmm. You've ever heard this? So the original trolley question is that there's 3 people on one end of one lane of the tracks and one in the other lane. It's just one guy though. And you have the choice to choose which lane it goes. So of course everyone goes for the 1 because you save the 3, right?
Well, I've actually heard a different. So here's the one I've heard about. Here's the version that I've heard. So it's also 3 versus 1. But in order to divert it to the track.
Oh, you have to turn.
You have to pull the lever.
Yes.
So you are actively doing something that will kill that guy.
Yeah, that's the other
thing
I always forget. Yeah.
And the other element of it is the one guy that's on the other track, he has headphones in. He can't hear.
Yeah. He's not tied up.
And then the other 3, they don't like they could potentially hear the train coming and get out of the way.
Yeah.
But you don't know if they will.
Yeah.
So you either do nothing and risk killing 3 people.
Yeah.
Or you actively change the direction of the train and definitely kill 1 person.
I never heard about that they have a potential way of getting out.
Maybe
maybe I missed that. I always thought like they were like incapacitated, like they couldn't get out of that. They're dead, and so you have that choice to save them. I heard the headphones thing though. Maybe I misinterpreted it, but yeah, I mean it's they're all terrible ways to make you feel like, oh man, this is good, this is bad.
Yeah, so like I said, this is Coolio Moolio, the ethics podcast.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
Get my new book. It's called The Big Tangent.
Oh no, actually, it's called Super Mega Tangent.
Super Mega Tangent.
Because you said that. I think you said that earlier, and I was gonna say, oh, that's my next mixtape. It's gonna be called
It's Super Mega Tangent.
But I guess you can call that. You can make that.
What's the final tape? Is it Omega Tangent? What's on the scale of Super? Is it Duper?
It's no. It's actually gonna be Ultimate Omega Tangent. So we had the big tangent, the Super Mega Tangent, and then the Ultimate Omega Tangent.
There's nothing above that?
I don't think so. Yeah, no, there isn't. Nope.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
But
All
that's
right.
our time, folks.
We got the 1 hour mark. You know what that means? We
you-
go into our sponsors and then we come back for another hour.
That's right. No, that's right. No break. Another hour coming at you right now.
Coolio Moolio Show, the only 5-hour show where we take only 7 breaks. How is that possible? We'll show you.
So, guys, send questions to cooliomoolioshow@gmail.com. Please. We're running low. We're completely dry. You heard our last question today. Kreiber sending them in as the weeks go by, but he can't keep carrying us forever. So please send them would you rather questions to cooliomoolioshow@gmail.com.
Please.
We really appreciate you listening. Thank you so much.
Please.
Anything you want to say?
Thank you guys again. Send them, of course, to cooliomoolioshow@gmail.com, like Daddy has just said. But thank you so much. Love and appreciate you. Shouts to Obama, to Noam Chomsky, to
Slavoj Žižek,
to Chick-fil-A,
to the 3 adults we killed.
3 adults we killed.
And we'll see you next week. Bye, guys. Boom. Bang. Should I play something?
Play a beat.
Okay, cool.